Tries to test me. Hey, bud. He actually likes me a lot, but then he wants to test me to see who the alpha is. I told him he worried about testing me and trying to be the alpha. He ain't worried about you because he knows you're not the alpha, huh?
He knows I'll kick his butt.
Yeah, right. He'll put you on the ground. Let's see a fight. You and him in the round pen. Hey, it's like a cage match.
So today is butter making day again. I have this batch going. I have more cream in the refrigerator inside and more cream in the refrigerator outside. So we have taken Allie's calf off of her. We make buttloads of butter. I am taking the top off of this little electric churner, which is what I have my butter in. It's an electric churner. And I'm fixing to get the buttermilk off of the butter. And I told y'all we have a no waste policy here. So I've strained off my buttermilk. I'm trying to slide the pan out from under it without my strainer that has the cheesecloth over in there falling. Strained off my buttermilk. And you can use it for several different things. Buttermilk biscuits. Livy's not happy. You could use it to make pancakes, muffins, all kinds of stuff. I don't need the extra milk at all. We have way too much milk, so I don't need the extra buttermilk to make some of my bread products that I normally would if we were in a desperate need for milk. We give it to the pigs. I just slide it under my strainer and put it right in the pig bucket and give it to the pigs. Now I have emptied my jar, but I have more milk in I have more cream right here in the refrigerator. This is one of the next ones that I'll be doing. I have another bowl in the outside refrigerator. So I've got to get these on butter making day. Also, I have some stuff over here in my dehydrator. These are called lemon drop peppers, and I'm basically just gonna stick them into my dehydrator and grind them up into a powder. I'll use them to flavor stuff like roast chicken, baked chicken, stuff like that. I also have these back here are different color bell peppers. These are just some chili peppers. And this is echinacea and elderberry. All of this was from the backyard. Now what I want to do to my butter, I've already done it a little bit, but the particles are still loose. I haven't smushed it into form of butter yet. So I'm going to take cold water. I'm going to spray that rest of the milk out of my butter. And I'm just going to let that strain through, the water strain through for a little bit. And then I'll start forming my butter together and stick it over in the freezer. But for right now, I'm just going to let the water finish coming off of it. And that basically is just washing, what's called washing your butter. So I'm getting all of that milk out of the butter. I don't want it to sit in there because over time it'll start smelling and it will just make your butter go rancid faster. I'll leave it in my strainer. I used to try to wash it out by spoon and move it around. I just found it better that all the fat particles aren't clumped together yet. Like right when I pour it out to get the buttermilk off of it, and I'll just go ahead and use my sprayer and spray it out. I found I can get the buttermilk off of the butter easier that way. I will take it basically and knead it kind of like I'm kneading dough, and then that just kind of helps push the water that's in the butter out, and then I'll stick it in the freezer.
Thank you for helping me get them in. So they have from right there all the way back this way towards the church, okay? Their next move though, we're gonna put the babies back with them over here. That's gonna be a hard move, huh? We gotta move all those babies up here.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be hard?
Yeah. I move tiny babies.
It's gonna be hard to move those babies, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So I'm apparently with a cow.
You can go ride a cow?
Ooh, Dada.
Why not?
Oh,
Why don't you want to ride one?
I barely could even ride a horse.
Well, we built this for a horse, but man, this is gonna be pretty nice. So normally we have to set up double nets for when we're moving the sheep pretty good far ways. So we're starting them back over on their rotation, which is right here by the lake. But we've put this corral up, or excuse me, round pen for the horse. And most of the time, I don't have enough nets because the pigs have taken a lot of our bigger nets because they started jumping out. So solution to a problem. We can put the sheep in here while we move the 3 nets that they were in. Man, that way we're not rushing to kill ourselves to get them all set back up. So they're in this, they'll eat the little grass and eat some feed that we got in there while we set this other up. That's gonna make it a whole lot easier when we move them this way. All right, we've got the sheep set up and moved. You hear Aiden banging. He's putting the grounding rod in. He always tries to test me. Hey, bud. He actually likes me a lot, but then he wants to test me to see who the alpha is. I told him he worried about testing me and trying to be the alpha. He ain't worried about you because he knows you're not the alpha, huh?
He knows I'll kick his butt.
Yeah, right. He'll put you on the ground. Let's see a fight. You and him in the round pen. Hey, it's like a cage match. You wanna do it?
All I gotta do is take him by the ears and throw him over the fence.
Yeah, he'll take you by the ears and throw you over the fence. Ain't that right, Trump? Ain't that right, boy? He's gotten to where if he didn't have his buddy anymore, and since he doesn't, he thinks I'm his buddy, so he wants to ram and play all the time. But he's a good ram. He's done good. I'm thinking that we should have some lambs by the end of the year. They're all looking good, so we'll see. It is time to finish this greenhouse. We always put this as the last chore, and so we're worn out by the time we get here. Isn't that right? We've done everything else and we're just so tired by the time we get to this. This process should not have taken this long. Why'd you let it take this long?
It's not my fault, it's yours.
No, it's your fault. So we need to get the other rails on. I think it's 2 more rails on each side. And then we'll start getting the tarp out, getting it set. Broccoli's looking good though in here. We've got the second set Misty planted, the first set I planted. And the second set's starting to really come up, so I'm happy with that. It's looking good. I got a weed, so I'm in there. Now the fun begins on a breezy fall day. We got to roll this out and put it on top. And I don't know if Aiden's looking forward to it. So we'll see if we can get this done with just 2 people. So we've got the spool on there to get the actual greenhouse tarp down with this rope. So we found a way to just kind of jerry it up, and that way it free spins because we've got to go in each other one. So I'm gonna skip one. And see, he just threw it to me even though he's a dingling and didn't throw it far enough. So I will skip the second one. He's on the other side and he's doing evens. I'm doing odds, so I'm doing the odds, so 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so forth, and he's doing the opposite. And then we'll go back down the other side and do the same thing, throwing it the opposite way. And then that way, that's what helps actually secure the greenhouse. Well, we got the first string on. I'm holding it. Do you have children who like to walk like at a pace of a turtle? Me and Misty are used to like fast pace. I told Aiden to go get scissors like 3 hours ago, and I'm still holding the same rope here. So I'll show you kind of where we're at. We've got the one side done. You see it's starting to get tighter. This is the one. So I went from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, or excuse me, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 on this side. Aiden went 2 through 10 on the other side. Now we'll do opposite now. So he'll start on his one with a new string, and I'll start on the evens, and then that way you're holding it down twice as much on both sides, and that's actually how we're gonna get this thing tight. We're almost there. I'm excited, but guess what? I've got one more to do at the big barn for my parents to finish up that you saw in a little video, and then we got the monster greenhouse to build over the next few weeks and months too. So a lot of things still to go. So Aiden's bringing the scissors. 3 hours later. Did you like that?
Not really.
Hey, guess what?
Chicken butt.
Guess what? Chicken butt. That's become the rolling joke of my children. Except for Aiden, he's too cool for that.
Yes, I am.
It is finished, guys. I'm listening to a little Frank Sinatra because it's been a long day. But it's done. We've got the sides up right now as we are watering underneath the broccoli. It really does what it's supposed to do. Before we lifted the sides, it was like a hot box in there. So we've got it done. I've got some broccoli weeded. I'm watering it now. I'm gonna put some weed barrier going around the sides here where this grass line is, and that way it will stay good looking all the time. No till, straight add compost, and enjoy a pretty greenhouse. I'm very pleased with it. It looks great. Couldn't do it without Aiden. Aiden did a great job today helping me.
I like Lolly. Do you like riding the horse?
Are you still trying to chew your treat? Or are you done? Come on, girl. Come on.
You like riding the Bella?
Come on.
Quit. I like roll. Is riding horses fun? No. Yeah. I like rolls. Huh? Huh? Nana, you see the horsey?
Have y'all given Rose a treat?
You see the horsey? You see that horsey? Can you pet it? Can you get it?
Gotta get up on the side.